Hi friends, welcome back to my kitchen. I had so much fun yesterday doing a vanilla throwdown, and afterwards I thought, there were quite a few bottles that I didn't even share. I tried to get a nice representative sampling yesterday, but there are a few that I left out. So we'll go ahead and do part two. If you haven't seen part one, we'll put a link up in the corner and down in the description box below. And if you haven't seen my original video on how to make vanilla extract at home, again, we'll put another link to that one. If you click on that, you can watch it a little bit later after you're through watching this. So the takeaway from my video yesterday was I was advising everybody that we should cut the beans, scrape them to extract the most flavor. And I believe the spirits that I recommended using were vodka or rum. You can use white rum, spiced rum, coconut rum, but I think the rum complements the vanilla nicely. I didn't much care for those that were distilled using bourbon. And I also had some that were distilled in brandy that I didn't show you yesterday. We didn't try them, so we're going to do that today. So this will be a little continuation of yesterday's video. If you haven't seen that one, please go back and watch it first, and then we'll get started on this. Today we're going to look at Madagascar beans that were distilled using Bacardi Gold. That was a nice rum. We're going to look at Madagascar beans distilled using brandy. We're going to test the Mexican vanilla beans that were extracted using vodka. The ones that we tried yesterday were distilled in bourbon. We're going to try Madagascar beans in Captain Morgan spiced rum. Comoros vanilla beans that were distilled using Buffalo Trace bourbon. So those have a nice rich flavor, but that could be partly due to the bourbon. Madagascar beans extracted in white rum. Comoros beans that were extracted using Kirkland French vodka. The Comoros are islands that are near Madagascar, so they have a similar climate, and I'm assuming similar growing conditions, similar taste to any other Madagascar beans. Here we have Indonesian beans using Kirkland French vodka. And this is the mix that I had, half Ugandan and half Madagascar. I just had a ½ ounce of each. And you need 1 ounce per 8-ounce bottle. So I threw these together and put some Captain Morgan coconut rum in there, and we'll see how that comes out. This is Ugandan beans extracted in brandy. This is Ugandan beans in vodka. And this is Pompona. We checked Pompona beans yesterday that were extracted using vodka, and this batch is extracted in spiced rum. And the little dots you see there, I guess, are little bits of whatever came out of the cut areas of the vanilla bean. So let's get to testing these. Well, I mentioned in yesterday's video that I had recorded all my test batches here in this brewer's logbook, and I had them all numbered. So if I had used my sense yesterday, I would have just started with number 1 and gone on through number 20 whatever, however many batches I had. But I just kind of was grabbing and looking at the composition of the bottles and trying to get a variety for you, but I think trying to taste them all would be actually the best way to do this. So we're going to try and get those that we missed yesterday. So here we go. This is the Pompona with spiced rum. I loved the Pompona yesterday, the one that was in vodka. So let's see how this tastes with spiced rum. Oh gosh, that's delicious. Very good, very rich, very flavorful. The Pompona from Vanilla Bean King that I bought, I was reading my notes, and I made a note that those are actually a hybrid cross between the Vanilla Planifolia and the Vanilla Pompona. So it's a nice cross. I like it. This is the Ugandan in vodka. That's nice, very woody, very full-bodied. Ugandan and brandy. Now, we didn't try anything in brandy yesterday. Very nice, but you know, that has more of an alcohol taste than any of the other samples that I've tried so far. Maybe the brandy is a little more overpowering. Here we have Ugandan, half Ugandan and half Madagascar in Captain Morgan coconut rum. Cheers. Oh, golly, that is delicious. That is so sweet and good. That is really, really good. It's got a good flavor and it's got a nice sweetness. All I added to these were the vanilla samples and a little bit of milk. I did not add anything sweet to them. So that's the natural sweetness of the coconut rum. I guess there's also coconut flavor in there too. So maybe I'm enjoying the coconut flavor, but that's a good one to use if you're doing vanilla extract at home. Now we'll try the Indonesian, and this is in Kirkland French vodka. That's good. It's got a nice earthy flavor. This is the Comoros in French vodka. Oh, that has a good vanilla flavor. I like that better than the other Madagascar beans that I've tasted so far. Those are from the island of the Comoros. These are Vanilla Bean King Madagascar beans, extracted using Captain Morgan white rum. Oh, that is good. And the rum really does give it a nice sweetness. Next we have Comoros beans, extracted using Buffalo Trace bourbon. This one looks really, really rich. Again, that really has the taste of the bourbon more than the vanilla, so I don't, as a general rule, I don't recommend using bourbon. Now we have the Vanilla Bean King Madagascar beans in Captain Morgan spiced rum. Ooh, very good, very good. Very sweet, very mild. Next we have the Mexican vanilla beans, and these are extracted using Kirkland French vodka. We tried the Mexican beans yesterday, and I believe they were in brandy, and they were good, but I didn't really like the brandy kind of overpowered the flavor of the vanilla. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Much more pure vanilla flavor. Now we have the Vanilla Bean King Madagascar beans using brandy. We'll give that a try. Oh, that's really good. Now see, the brandy didn't overpower that one. I don't know why. Maybe I cut the beans more? Because most of these are whole bean. Here we have Madagascar using Bacardi Gold rum. That is good too. So I don't think our conclusion has varied much, at least as far as I'm concerned. I like those mostly that are extracted in vodka and rum, whether it be spiced rum, white rum, gold, Bacardi Gold. And yesterday we tried the beans that were extracted after being cut and sliced, and they had a lot more good vanilla bean flavor. All of these have been bottled up for about 2 years. And unfortunately, what I discovered yesterday was the whole beans didn't seem to impart a lot of the vanilla flavor yet, even though it's been 2 years. So I do recommend cutting, slicing, scraping the beans before you put them in your spirits. As far as the type of bean, I don't see much big difference between Madagascar, Comoros, Papua New Guinea was a little bit different of a flavor. The Mexican has a little more earthy flavor. The Tahitian was really good, and those were grade B, and it was really flavorful. So as far as whether you need to use grade A beans or grade B beans, if you want to go with the cheaper grade B beans, I would say go ahead and do that, especially if you're making an extract, because they really, really had a wonderful flavor. I'm going to be boxing up some of these to send to my granddaughter who does a lot of baking, and that's why I was really in a rush to get this taste testing done. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe to my channel. We'll see you all again in the next video. Bye. Well, I'm not quite done. I'm going to do like I did yesterday. I dumped all my little samples in a glass. I added a little more milk and some chocolate. And now we're going to have a delightful treat. Oh boy, is that ever good. Cheers.